How did the Chicano movement impact Mexican American identity? This is a question that delves into a pivotal moment in American history, one that reshaped the way Mexican Americans saw themselves and their place in society. To understand the impact of the Chicano movement, we need to go back to the roots of the issue. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848 marked a significant turning point. This treaty ended the Mexican-American War, resulting in Mexico losing half of its territory to the United States. Many Mexicans chose to stay in the ceded territories, but they soon found themselves treated as second-class citizens, despite promises of citizenship and the protection of their property, language, and culture. For over a century, Mexican Americans faced structural racism, partial education, and economic hardship. They were often forced to assimilate into American culture, with some even attempting to gain civil rights by seeking legal recognition as whites. However, this assimilation came at the cost of their cultural identity. The Chicano movement, which emerged in the mid-1960s, was a response to these injustices. It was a time of global revolution and decolonization struggles, and Mexican Americans were not immune to this wave of change. The movement was characterized by a rejection of assimilation and a strong embrace of their heritage. Activists began to celebrate their indigenous and African roots, adopting the term Chicano as a badge of pride rather than a racial slur. One of the key figures in this movement was Rodolfo "Corky" Gonzales, who organized Mexican-American students across the country. In 1969, these students gathered at the National Youth and Liberation Conference in Denver, where they adopted the spiritual plan of Aztlan. This plan advocated for Chicano nationalism and self-determination, envisioning Aztlan as a spiritual homeland that extended across northern Mexico into the U.S. Southwest. The movement also saw significant contributions from leaders like César Chávez and Dolores Huerta, who co-founded the National Farm Workers Association, later the United Farm Workers, to fight for improved social and economic conditions for farm workers. Their efforts, including strikes and boycotts, highlighted the plight of migrant workers and pushed for labor rights. In addition to labor rights, the Chicano movement addressed a wide range of issues, including education reform, land reclamation, and political empowerment. Activists like Reyes López Tijerina led movements to reclaim land confiscated by Anglo settlers, emphasizing the economic and spiritual significance of this land to the Chicano community. The impact on Mexican-American identity was profound. The movement created a new sense of community and solidarity, encouraging people to embrace their cultural heritage rather than hide it. Through various forms of artistic expression, visual art, theater, literature, music, and dance, Chicanos found new ways to express their identity and unity. This cultural revitalization helped in preserving their religion and cultural practices, rejecting the assimilation that had been forced upon them for so long. The movement also brought about tangible changes. It led to the creation of bilingual and bicultural programs in the Southwest, improved conditions for migrant workers, the hiring of Chicano teachers, and an increase in Mexican Americans serving as elected officials. These reforms helped in integrating Mexican Americans more fully into American society while allowing them to maintain their distinct identity. In essence, the Chicano movement transformed Mexican American identity by providing a platform for self-expression, cultural pride, and political empowerment. It was a journey of self-discovery and a quest for equality, marking a significant shift from assimilation to the celebration of their unique heritage.